Rather, I'm going to put effort into this and put music behind it, but that also means I can cut whenever I want. So I've officially started recording, but I can cut and start the video wherever the fuck I want.
Yeah! Oh, fuck.
Magic. So are you watching the stream?
Yes, I have very strong opinions. I hope I don't get blasted off the internet.
Oh, you 1000% will, but that's why I love the internet. I love sharing opinions.
I love getting my cock crushed by the internet.
Well, I'm not gonna plug your Twitter or give your Discord anywhere.
You're missing a class here. Where's Blue Mage?
Oh, you see, it's right here. But I guess technically Blue Mage would be weird to rank because they can have all of their abilities at whatever level. So I guess imagine Blue Mage in the best tier constantly. Because it can always have access to what it needs.
For me, I would say they're probably just the fucking worst because of the fact that you have to go into Party Finder or have a static to help you out leveling. They would probably be the worst.
So do you see how I have my tier set up? I wish I could make this bigger. I don't know how this fucking thing. Oh, presentation mode. Aha! I found it. The way to make it bigger.
So are we working with just 4 tiers?
So no, we have... So, pretty much, yeah. So the way I have this set up is... The best is not like an S tier. The best is... Because we're going to do this for... So this is the 1 to 50 right now. And we're going to do 50 to 60 and 60 to 70 and 70 to 80 as much as we can do. Like, they might not all be soon, but I'm starting this now. And, oh fuck, I sorted these a second ago, god damn it. I'm gonna sort these while we're talking. So, I have, from the bottom is who plays this, which is essentially, this job fucking sucks to play at 50. So not too many things are gonna be going in who plays this. Ugh is, I really wish I didn't get this in roulette with playing this class. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're just doing your dailies, and you're like, ah, fuck it, I'll go in as, fucking, as an example, like, fucking... Bard, yeah, exactly. And you're like, ugh, why did I get Bard? Or why did I get this as Bard?
Yeah.
And then, feels fine, but needs more, is essentially, it's good to play at 50, but it feels better to play, like, it would be more interesting if it had things from a higher level at the lower level you're playing it. And then... Oh fuck, I forgot to say it right. There we go. And then, like butter means it plays really, really good where it is, and then the best, like, oh, we're gonna go be doing fucking Crystal Tower. Oh, okay, I'll play this, you know? And then the best is it feels the best out of anywhere in this level range. So not too many things are going to be the best in ARR.
It's going to be super easy to pick out which ones go in the lower parts of the tier. Because I mean, I already know what goes in who plays this for level 50.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
If you want me to be completely honest, like, I really, really don't like Bard at 50.
I will agree with you. I'll put it at who plays this.
Like, cause fucking for the longest time when you're leveling Bard from 1 to 50, you are doing nothing. You are just pressing one button, applying dots, that's your life. And like, for some classes that only ever get one AoE up till like maybe like level 60, like Machinist, I'm pretty sure is in that boat. At least with Machinist, you're doing a little more riveting things than just pressing one button. But with Bard, what do you have at level? You have Army's Paean and Mage's Ballad.
Right.
In which it's like, oh, I get to press either one button faster or one button and then sometimes the second button I'll press comes back sooner.
Right.
And that's just not good enough. With even at like at least level 52, you have like your constant rotation, and you get like the Wanderer's Minuet, which while may not be the best fucking song, it's
Right.
something.
It's something. And the addition of a third song in Bard's kit means they can always have a song going. So one thing I also wanted to do was, like, obviously discuss and talk about how to maybe make it not feel like shit playing at lower levels, which I feel like is always a fun discussion.
Just give it, like, take
Yeah.
put fucking Battle Voice at level 52 and give us Wanderer's Minuet at level 50.
Right, that's an easy fix in my opinion, like, cause fucking Dragoon doesn't get Battle Litany until 52.
Yeah,
Like, it's the same shit, essentially.
And also, please let me get Battle Voice. When I use it, I want to be able to, like, fucking... I get Bard's thing is you're buffing everyone else around you, and you get different buffs for your songs, but Battle Voice literally is just you're buffing everyone around you and you get nothing.
I see, that's right. Or at least have it do something for whatever song you're playing for yourself. Like Empyrean Arrow.
I think it would have been really fucking cool if, or when you use Battle Voice, it immediately gives you a free proc of your song.
Right, yeah.
Which means not only should it come back faster, but it's no longer a skill that I feel like, well, I might as well use it.
Right. Okay. Do you want to bounce around? Is that all you had to say about Bard? Because I agree with everything you said. Do you want to bounce around, or do we want to start from Paladin? Okay, I'm down to bounce around. Let's go.
Like I like bouncing around just whatever comes off the top of my head. I personally would put Black Mage in Ugh.
Yeah, so I was gonna say fine, but needs more, personally. Just because, like, I wish they could just do more at level 50. Like, 50 and 60 Black Mage feel like two different fucking classes.
So, like, yeah, like, 50 and, like, when you go to 50 and 60, it's like you have so much stuff that makes Black Mage unique. But before that, all it is just more damage. There is nothing else. You have ethereal manipulation, which half of Black Mages don't even know how to use right. Including myself. Right. But no one, like, there's nothing there. It's just damage, and that's not even enough for me to say that it's fine. I don't like leveling Black Mage because I don't feel like I'm doing anything except being selfish, standing still. And yes, the standing still part gets worse at level 60, but at least you're standing still for a reason. You're being, like, rewarded for standing still. Yeah, so, like, the only reason it's there is because the stuff that it gets later fleshes it out so much more, and before then, it's a very basic class. I'm not even sure why it's so basic at level 50. I know, that's what I'm trying to think, is, like, I'm trying to think, like, how would you even go about fixing this? But, like, there's nothing you can really do. Like, the first thing I was thinking was, like, bring ley lines and Enochian, like, down in levels, but, like, I don't even think that would help too much. I don't think... The thing about Black Mage at level 50 is it doesn't feel like you got another job, it feels like you just put Thaumaturge at level 50, and that's the biggest problem with it. Right, that's a really good point. That makes a lot of sense. I totally agree with that. I don't think there's anything else to really say about that one. Yeah, that's just kind of is how it is right there. And here's yeah. No, so I wanted to. I was going to take a break just to explain, like, this is interesting that it's 1 to 50 because some of these jobs you're, like, talking up, but some of these jobs you're talking down. Like, we're going to be talking down the Stormblood and Shadowbringers jobs, you know? Like, not talking down, like talking about when you just get them, or even before you, like, would usually get them with the Shadowbringers ones. Which I feel like is a very fun discussion. I don't know, it's just fun to me. If to start adding some love in other places and talk about tanks, the tank I'm most intimately aware of is Gunbreaker, and I love Gunbreaker at any level besides below 50, which, you know, is for every class. So honestly, for me, my first instinct is to put it in like butter, because no matter what levels you're at, you're constantly attributing to Gunbreaker's main thing, which is being a DPS in a blue coat.
Yeah, I feel that. I was gonna say I can't think of one level gap where Gunbreaker doesn't feel like it just works. You know?
The only time it ever feels like it's bad is when you're dropping below level 50.
Right, like running Arm Veil or something. Or like any of those summons.
As long as you have your full single target combo and burst strike, there's no issues with Gunbreaker.
Right. And it's actually funny to me, because I was, like, relating Gunbreaker to Warrior, and I was like, well, it's, because I was like, essentially, gameplay-wise, Burst Strike is just Fell Cleave. But I realized that's not until 50, like, I knew that, but, like, Fell Cleave is until 54, so you essentially get Fell Cleave on Gunbreaker before you would on Warrior, because I believe Burst Strike is better than the third hit of your combo, but Inner Beast isn't as good as, Storm's Path.
Yeah. Which is so weird to me.
I know. So I was going to Warrior then. I would put Warrior in Fine but Needs More.
Yeah. At level 60, they're amazing because they have so many nice mitigation tools that
oh my god,
make them so fun.
Dude, at level 60
mere existence of raw intuition makes me happy.
For me, it's raw intuition and equilibrium. They don't do much, but like, oh my goodness, it's just more buttons to press, and it feels nice. Like you'll do Trials Roulette with Warrior and get thrown into fucking like the Chrysalis or what the fuck, the Steps of Faith, and you're like, I'm just not doing anything.
Yeah, like you're not. Yeah, you're just like when you are playing. Honestly, I'd put Paladin in the same spot. Just to bring that up.
Okay.
Because, holy damn, they both feel like so rudimentary when it comes to tanking comparatively to the other two classes at level 50. Because, like, Dark Knight at least has, like, a few more things going for them, like the use of NP and all their off-globals that they can use with their NP. But, like, Warrior, all they have is that they have the most HP. And they do more damage than Paladin. That's all they have.
Right.
And with Paladin's just tank. There is nothing very interesting about it. The most interesting thing they have is one, they have the best invuln, and they have cover, which no one uses.
Right. So I was gonna say, like, I would put, like, so I do plan to, after we're done placing these, to like order them, but for a quick order, I would put Paladin at the best of Fine but Needs More. Because I don't hate playing Paladin at 50, and I know, like, that's the point of this tier, but, like, I think with, like, some fun experimental use with cover, it makes it a really fun job to play. And, like, what do they get from there to 5th or... What?
Too bad it doesn't come back until you've already, like, had kids and some of them.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't know, like, what they get from 50 to 60 that makes them more fun to play, besides giving Paladin fucking full thrust from Dragoon.
They have Goring Blade.
Oh, yeah.
Which is good.
I forgot about that one. Funny.
Shut up. Please don't add context.
I'm not going to, don't worry.
They have, like, a lot more of their really cool party support things that they get, like Clemency.
And Divine Veil, yeah.
And Divine Veil. So, they're a little more fun. At 60. Me, personally, I'd still put them in Fine, but better at level 60, but that's not there yet.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, okay.
Do you want to just finish off the tanks while we're here?
Yeah, sure.
What do you think about Dark Knight?
Ooh... I want to say a low like butter.
And I want to say low, Fine, but Needs More.
Really? Okay.
Because...
Yeah.
While Dark Knight's fun, they do even less than Warrior Knight.
Right. Because
with Warrior, they have, the 2 hits of their AoE combo. God, look how they massacred my boy, Dark Knight. They do have a very similar mechanic with their dark side with Warrior, but Warrior innately has more cooldowns to work with because one of the cooldowns that they get at level 50 towards level 50 is wasted on the fact that's only a magic cooldown.
Yeah, and that's just not as useful as the other cooldowns.
Yeah, because I think as warrior you get like Thrill of Battle.
Yeah, Thrill of Battle is such a fun cooldown.
Because it's like a little bit of buffer room. It's like the tank equivalent of Second Wind, but better.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that I really enjoy. Because it's like, you can just fucking pop it whenever you want to or need to. It's not something that's really that important. But with, what was it, fucking Dark Mind?
Dark Mind? Yeah. It's so situational, most people don't even put it on their bar.
Yeah, because in most situations, it's a waste to put on your bar, because most of the targets you're going to be attacking, or being attacked by, is a better way to say it, are using physical attacks. And you're not going to think about it when they aren't using physical attacks. Unless, like, you really want to be on top of your game as Dark Knight.
Right. Unless you're sweating as Dark Knight, no one uses Dark Mind.
Plus, like, Warrior has the damage phase. They have their burst phase. It's
right.
Much as, like, it isn't as robust as something like Gunbreaker that has all their cartridges at level 50.
Mm-hmm.
But Dark Knight doesn't have that. They just have keeping up their dark side. They have less cooldowns, and the only thing going for them at that level is that they actually have off globals compared to the Warrior, which have none. Which I don't think is good enough to put it in like butter.
Okay. And going from 50 to 60 as well, 50 to 60 gives you fucking 3 offensive cooldowns.
Mm-hmm.
That going backwards feels so weird to play without. And one of which, like, they're all super useful. Salted Earth is really cool to have. Like, just a fucking dot puddle. Abyssal Drain is genuinely one of my favorite abilities for Dark Knight, because in mob pulls, if you're dying, you just throw that, and that attack has the Bloodbath property of giving you HP.
Mm-hmm.
And then Carve and Spit is just cool. I wish that Carve and Spit did more, like going later on a little bit, but I wish it did more.
I mean, in my mind, it's literally just meme within a meme.
Right, so, it's Dream Within a Dream, but at least Dream Within a Dream gives you Assassinate, and I was like, maybe it gives you Blood Gauge or something, like, you know?
I think it'd be awesome if it gave you Blood Gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, basically, Dark Knight 50 poo-poo, don't at me.
I don't think it's that bad, because it feels nice to play with the off-global attacks that you have, but I definitely agree that it's just like, ugh, I wish I had everything else, you know?
Yes. Like, I'll play Dark Knight at level 50, but it'll feel like I'm playing worse Paladin.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Let's do Red Mage.
I mean, Red Mage was made to start at 50, so I would say, like, butter.
Really? Okay.
Because they have pretty much their entire rotation set out. Tell me that the stuff between 50 and 60 really changes how you play Red Mage.
That's true. That's fair.
You never really... Red Mage doesn't change from when you pick it up to when you drop it. The only thing that sucks... The only thing that sucks is when you get below 50. Because then you're starting to lose, like, your melee rotation.
Then you, like, don't have Verero 2, and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
But still,
or, like,
in that
you don't have
situation,
redoublement, and you're like, what is expected of me?
Still, in those situations, I still have a lot of fun playing Red Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Red Mage is a lot of fun, no matter where you put me at. Even level 15 content. I've played level 15 content with Red Mage. Ow. But it's not bad.
And even then, we've done Palace with Red Mage, too, and it's like, it's not the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, okay, I guess I'm using Repose 4 times.
Yeah, below Gunbreaker, but still really good to play.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, Samurai is a different story.
Really? Okay, I was gonna put Samurai at like, even when we, like, put everything on here, I was gonna keep it at a low like butter.
I was gonna put it, I'd probably put it above Paladin, then fine.
Okay. I get that.
Like, you don't get your Hisatsus that much, and all you're doing is like it's the same issue with Black Mage, only Flare doesn't kill your MP.
Right.
Your Flare is Midari Setsugeka, and then you have Higanbana, which, like, thank God some samurais use it. And then Tenkagoken. It's just like you have your big, like, boop buttons, but in retrospect of playing Samurai up to level 70,
yeah,
it's not very fun. I'd rather play Dragoon at level 50 than play Samurai at level 50.
I get that, because, like, Samurai at 50 is, like, you're just reminded of how much better it feels at higher levels.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, why isn't this fucking... Why do I not have Kaiten, you know?
And that may not be entirely fair to
Right.
say about it, but
Right.
I can't look past it. Like, you, comparatively to the other melee DPS at level 50, like, those ones are so much more fun. It's especially not fair because while Red Mage seems like it was meant to be fun at all times, Samurai really seems like it's just meant to get more and more intricate as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you're losing that intricacy below 50, and at level 50 you really don't have any intricacy to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even have positionals. It's very...
That's right. Oh man, I forgot about that shit.
I was confused because they don't even, like, come out and tell you that you have positionals. They're like, hey, some attacks will give you Kenkis. Like,
That was so
sick.
funny. And I was like, dude, why are you doing positionals? And you were like, I don't have fucking positionals, I'm
I don't have
Samurai. I'm
positionals.
like, no, dude. Like, I think we were doing Karn Hard, and you're like, okay, I don't have positionals right now, but I'm supposed to eventually. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then, again, going further, at, like, whatever it is at 60, during 60 to 70 leveling, they just make it so you always are overdosing on Kenki.
Yes. It's... To not have the Kenki gauge, even though at level 60, you don't really have much to spend your Kenki gauge on, besides, like, Gyoten, Yaten, and Kaiten. God, how can I forget those? Like, how can I remember those names?
Right. But, like, even then, those, like, positioning adjustments, and then Kaiten, of course, make it so much more fun to play. Because, like, you sold me on the backstep, because it's, like, the best backstep in the game, because it encourages you to use it when you're disengaging.
And
like,
you get enhanced NP off of it.
Right, that's what I was referring to. It's like, it's just like, boom, you're out, and then boom, you have an enhanced ranged attack, which is so good.
It's legitimately rewarding you for using a disengage move.
For, like, being aware of when you have to disengage.
Yeah, it's so satisfying when you get off. So, like, generally, level 50 Samurai, missing even that is a huge downgrade.
Let's do a healer.
Don't make me talk about Astro.
Let me just, no, I'm kidding. I don't think it's that bad at 50.
I don't think it's that bad either. I love Astro. And at level 50, they're a little complicated, but they have pretty much everything that they need to work with. It is very satisfying to play Astro at level 50. So, ignoring everything they get later, Astro, in my opinion, would be somewhere in the higher tiers at level 50.
I feel like I feel like I need to make, like, the opposite of fine but needs more. Like, I think I just need to make, like, a fine. Because, like, Astro does not need more at level 50.
However, I wouldn't say it's like butter.
Right, like, it's certainly not. Especially because, and this is one of my biggest issues with Astro at flat, like, getting Astro to 50, is leveling Astro is like pulling teeth. And then at level 50, they give you 4 skills.
4 skills. One of them you're not even going to use.
Right. 2 of them if you want to be an asshole about it.
2 of them if you want to be an asshole. Okay, and I'm the asshole that never uses Nocturnal Sect.
I was going to say being Sinistry and Nocturnal Sect.
Yeah, I would... Honestly, I would still put them in, like, high fine but needs more, even though...
Just ignore the needs more for Astro.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't really need that much more, it still does have a slight bit of bloat with the existence of Sinistry and fucking
arguably Nocturnal.
Arguably Nocturnal Sect, which arguably is just a downgrade from Diurnal Sect. The only time you'd use Nocturnal Sect... No, wait, I was about to say if you have a regen healer, but no, your regens stack, so you should still be running Diurnal Sect.
Right, or at least it wouldn't be detrimental if you were still running
yes.
Diurnal.
Unlike like a shield healer, which shields never stack on top of each other. At least I'm pretty sure. Someone can correct us on that one, but I'm fairly certain that they do not stack.
Or if they do, there's very specific scenarios in which case shields will stack. As opposed to like regens, which will always stack on top of, like, whatever.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put it...
Go ahead.
Between Warrior and Paladin? Between Paladin and Dark Knight? Okay.
What do you think, though? Because I have more fun playing Astro and Paladin. Astro than Paladin all of it. But that's just because I'm a devout follower of the Church of Astro, despite the fact that they spit in my face anytime I show up.
I think I'm gonna put it right there, between
I think
Paladin
that's a good
and Warrior.
Compromise. It's a good compromise.
But no. So, the way we would, air quotes, fix Astro is just waiting for Endwalker. Because I'm so excited to see what the fuck they're gonna do with all of the healers.
Me too. I'm so excited. And, like, there's no way... Like, I was thinking about it. I know you brought it up the other day. It's like, hey, they might not have it at 6.0. But, like, they literally can't not have it at 6.0. Because are they just gonna put 90 levels on top of Astro and not even do anything about it? Until later?
Oh, I think I might have misspoke then. I forget what I was trying to say. But no, I think they said that it was coming with 6.0.
Thank God, because
I think I was memeing or something. I don't even remember. I'm sorry.
Can we get a 4.5, please?
That's what I was in the car yesterday, and I was like, man, I fucking hope. Like, I know it's literally not happening, but can we get, like, the healer rework, or at least the Astro rework, at the same time we get data center travel?
Absolutely not.
It's genuinely not happening. I know, but like, fuck.
Speaking of healers...
Okay.
From my knowledge of White Mage and Scholar, they are probably the best out of all the classes to play at level 50.
I didn't want to be biased, because I think White Mage might make the best tier in every single tier list. I think White Mage is never bad to play.
It's never bad to play. Not even at the lowest level of content. It is always amazing to play. Because it is, in essence, a pure healer.
Like like if you boil healer, like it is the fond of healing.
If you can literally go through an entire dungeon using nothing but cure, which is amazing to think about. You shouldn't, but it's something you can do, which I think is testament to how good the class is, because it does have so much to help you. The mere existence of benediction is amazing.
Oh my god. Especially for dealing with these fuckers and these fuckers.
Don't. Hey.
Don't say it. What? Was that too aggressive?
Don't say it. Because, man, the amount of times that kerfuffle where you're low health, you get Benny, and then you accidentally pop Bolide happens a little too often for me to like.
Oh, fuck.
But anyway, like, yeah, White Mage is amazing at any level. Doesn't matter what it is. I will never, ever, ever say anything bad about White Mage, except the fact that White Mages don't know how to play the game sometimes.
So then, to counter you saying Scholar should be in there too, I would argue Scholar is a high like butter. Because I think Scholar is the best when it has way, like, stuff that gets at 50. Because keep in mind, they don't have Indom at 50. They don't have, what's other 60 stuff that's important? Their Tactics at 50. And they definitely don't have XCOG at 50. Which XCOG might be my favorite healer ability in the entire game.
Taking a glance, because you know me, I've played a lot of Scholar. taking a glance at all the skills you get past level 50, they just make Scholar more Scholar.
Right.
Which is, in my opinion, is the same as White Mage. White Mage just gets more White Mage as you get higher in levels. The only difference is that when you start leveling down with Scholar, sometimes you're not even doing that much because your fairy's healing for you. But that isn't a bad thing.
Right.
That's not a bad thing at all. So, if I had to go do level 50 content, personally, I would be happy playing Scholar over Gunbreaker, because with Gunbreaker you're like, oh, but my toys.
Right.
But with Scholar, you don't need all your toys. The tactics are great, like emergency tactics, really good. Deployment tactics, hit or miss.
Less good. Less good.
Dissipation.
Uh-huh.
I don't need it ever.
I get it in like level 70 and higher for gaining gauge quickly, but like, no. A lot of people are hoping that dissipation gets changed in with the hopeful scholar changes and healer changes.
So I'll make the what's the word? I literally just said it earlier. Oh god, no. What?
Exemption?
Dementia. No, it's when two people agree on something it's compromise! I'll agree on the compromise of putting Scholar at the top of light butter, but if I were the only one making this tier list, I would definitely put them in the best under White Mage.
Okay.
Because they are just so good.
Okay. Now let's do a melee DPS.
Yes, because we still have those.
I think Dragoon might be the king of fine but needs more. Like even above Samurai.
Definitely above Samurai. Dragoon is the most bare bones class at level 50 because all you're doing is doing off globals and melee. At least with Paladin, you're tanking.
Mm-hmm.
At least with Warrior, you're tanking. But they're still better than Black Mage, because Black Mage doesn't even feel like you made any meaningful progress into a job, while Dragoon really sets itself apart, like makes a full 180. Just like Ninja, where instead of your job being more of the same, but better, it really changes the way you play the class.
I would put it right here, personally, but I play a fuck ton of Ninja.
You play a lot of Ninja. Me not playing that much Ninja, I would agree with you, but I would rank Red Mage higher, just because with Ninja, it's good. It's really, really good. It has Trick Attack, which is quite possibly one of the best abilities that the melee DPS could ever use. It's they're what are they called? Mudras. Their mudras are good, and they do really good damage.
And they even get Kasatsu at 50, which is like so strange to me.
They even get Kasatsu at level 50. But despite the fact that Red Mage does less damage overall and does less things overall than Ninja, with Ninja you can ignore a lot of your kit because none of it really matters. I've never seen a Ninja actually use Shade Step. I've never seen a Ninja actually use Mug, unless it's just for damage, like damage every, 3 minutes?
It's 2 minutes, but I mean, like, if a Ninja isn't using Mug, then like that's to change.
With Red Mage, you're using all your abilities at level 50, literally all of them.
Right.
They feel tighter than Ninja at level 50, which feels a little looser. Not bad, but I just think Red Mage is better. But I definitely agree with them playing very, very, very well at level 50.
Okay. And even leveling down, I don't mind Ninja. I mind it more than I think I do, but not as much as I expect to.
Rogue is one of those classes I really hate leveling, so I would have to disagree with you there.
Sorry, I meant from above 50 to flat 50, but below 50 it does kind of lose it. So yeah, I'll keep that at low. It's bad. Yeah, I'll keep it low there. See, luckily we don't have to make that argument for classes once we pass 1 to 50.
Then there's range DPS. I think we should go with Machinist, because Dancer's weird to talk
Dancer's
about
weird,
at level 50.
Right.
Machinist... Oh, man. Part of me saying, like, they're really good, but another part of me is like, they don't have anything.
I know, because I'm trying to think of what they get at, like, 50 to 60. And they get a couple things at 50 to 60.
They get auto crossbow, they get drill, they get their upgraded single target attacks.
Mm-hmm. And that's, in my opinion, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. And I'm not sure, I don't remember when they get tactician, but I'm sure it's not between 50 and 60.
It is actually, it's 56. Because, yeah, drill is 58.
Yeah. And if they do get that, like, it's really good. So I would probably put them neck and neck with Dragoon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Because they're like really good. Dragoon's still better though.
Right. Dragoon is the king of, this is fun, but I wish I had other things to do also.
Now, Dancer, I have
to like open a separate Google Doc just to make sure I know what they get, or Google window. Just to make sure I know what they get at 50.
This might be a controversial take, but I would put them in ugh, because literally the whole point of your class is swept under you because you don't have it at level 50.
Right.
You do not have close position.
But what do you have? You have all of you have your whole combo.
You have your whole combos.
You even have an Onavant.
You of course have Onavant.
Wow. Okay, they're totally an ugh. You want to know why they're an ugh?
no shield sama, no cure.
Yeah, I didn't know that was at 50 to 60, and no close position either. I didn't realize that was 50 to 60. I thought that was like, they would just throw them in there sometimes. No, wow, how weird.
No. Worse than Black Mage, because just for the fact that they don't get what they get. They don't get anything that makes their class unique, but with Black Mage, you still have more fun.
Right. I mean, I like Standard Step.
I also like Standard Step. But I want someone else to also like it too.
Right. Oh man. So I can't like talk about how they could change it at 50 because it still works just fine at 50. Maybe give it a single support skill before then. But maybe a really stupid way they could buff Dancer going into Endwalker is make it, this is going to be dumb, but it's going to help because they don't do a lot of damage. Make it so that their dance partner also does their dance finishes.
Funny. Monk's the best.
I don't want to put it at the best because I really like 60 Monk and so on and so forth. But it's really
so
high like butter.
Tight at 50.
I know. But
it's so good.
But like Forbidden Chakra is so, and like you get all 3 of your off globals in 50 to 60.
That's true. However, just the mere existence of them having 2 combos that they keep interchange between each other and keep re-upping buffs makes them just so engaging to play at level 50. I would have no problem playing Monk at level 50. Below that, that's when we start getting rocky straights.
Yeah.
I can live without Demolish.
Right.
But I cannot live without my AoE combo.
Right.
I need at least 4-point Fury.
Ugh, dude, and I'm such like a snob in that case that it's so hard for me to function without Dragon Kick.
I don't know, I don't care about the Dragon Kick that much.
Fair.
Like, it's an off-global.
Right.
It's
no, Dragon Kick, not Tornado Kick.
Oh, Dragon Kick, yeah, I understand that, but like, all Dragon Kick is, like, the next go-around you do more damage. Like, that's all it is. So, like, you could really take it or leave it, as long as you don't think about it, which I know you think about it.
Right, I'm just like, gah, I wish I was using Dragon Kick. Why do I have to start everything with Boot Shine?
More damage!
It's not even the damage, it's the positioning of it that fucks up my muscle memory.
Okay, that's fair, but I feel like it's more of a you problem than a class problem.
Oh, it's totally a me problem. But, dude, fucking working with Monk how it is, and then like just dude, Fucking perfect balance window is so good. I fucking love perfect balance window. Monk was my level 50 main for a while whenever we would go and do stuff at 50. I was like, fuck it, I'm playing Monk, it's great. I really enjoyed level 50 Monk.
Where do we put Summoner?
And then there was Summoner. I think Summoner is really, really good at 50.
I agree.
And even some steps below 50.
Yeah. And I think they're better at 60, but I really like Summoner at 50.
Yeah,
I even think
they're
they're better at 70 without even playing them at 70.
Right.
Because like
I would
then you
say
get
they're
your
better at
then
70.
you get like yeah, then you get your stuff at like fucking
Yeah, then you get
with
Further Ruin and then Summoning
Boy.
Bahamut.
with the boy, yeah.
And then Devotion as well, which is
Otherwise the boy, otherwise known as the most obnoxious fucking model in the world.
There was one
'Cause
time
he's
where
so
we
big.
were doing something. I was like, oh no, I love having a giant Bahamut who comes down. It makes me feel really like rewarding for playing in the class. And then we were doing something with like a striking dummy. I was like, oh, I get it now. Get this Bahamut off of my fucking screen.
He's too big. Putting him in extra big, I think is the highest one, is bad. Just
Yeah.
don't do that.
I'd
Put him at like
small.
extra small.
Yeah.
I'd put him as small as like Ifrit, because I think it's really cool to see the full body of Bahamut standing right there. I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
But that's off topic. Level 50,
Right.
it's signs of things to come with Summoner, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really, really enjoy Summoner. There is literally no issues with Summoner at level 50. So like I don't know. If it came down to it, I'd probably prefer to play Summoner. No, I'd probably prefer to play Scholar than Summoner now that I'm thinking about
Right.
it. It's not gonna sound okay, but like it's those Q times.
I think Summoner is so solid at what it's currently trying to be at 50 and 60, and 70 is so experimental and works that it's so much fun to play. I am not a huge fan of Summoner at 80 personally. Just why they make Phoenix so much different than Bahamut. It's just it messes with me. I don't like it.
Maybe I'll like it, but I haven't
Right.
got there yet.
I've been wanting to give it another shot. Just because I tried it in Bazia, and I was like, no, this is dumb.
Bozia. Well, cool. What you tried in
Bozia.
Bozia? Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh?
You tried it in fucking Bozia. I know there's not a lot going on in Bozia, but like you should play it in normal content to see how it
I know,
feels.
I know. That's why I was like, maybe it's because I started where, like, I just skipped straight to 80 and didn't level it. Like, maybe that's why I was so apprehensive to it. So I've been wanting to give it another shot. But still, in theory, I don't like the idea of, here's Bahamut, and here's how Bahamut works. And then here's Phoenix, and Phoenix works completely differently.
I think it's interesting if you level it up and understand the ebb and flow of it. Like it's two
Right.
phases. I think it's really fun to think about.
Right. But like it's not like Bard where later on you'll always be in a phase. It feels it feels like you're playing 50 Bard at 80 cuz you're in both of you have your two phases and then your downtime. And I know Summoner has the meme of the 2-minute rotation and that's a big haha. And it's true also, but like it just feels weird for me to like have that weird ebb and flow and have this and have this. But again, I've been meaning to try and give it another shot, so my opinions are very likely to change. Or maybe not very likely to change.
This might help you understand it. You have your eggy phase, which is your wind up, and then you get which you go through Dreadworm Trance twice, and then you have your Bahamut phase, and then you have your Phoenix phase. So you're always constantly in a phase. It just so happens that the eggy phase is more focusing on you and your eggies,
right?
Which I think is awesome, personally, because it's just like their damage still is very consistent. The things they're doing are still very consistent, and it does feel good. Unlike with Bard, where at level 50, yes, you only have 2 of those phases, but your wind-up phase, where you're waiting for your songs to come back, you're not doing anything. With Summoner, you're always doing something.
That's fair.
But this tier, at least this tier is done.
Okay.
because I don't think there's anything else to really talk about.
Right. I was like micro-ordering
Besides-
this one while we
yeah.
were doing it, and this one too. Would you agree with
Besides-
this one? Yeah?
I do agree with that one.
Alright.
Besides the fact that I'm really terrified to talk about Astro as we go high in the levels.
Oh my god. Dude, how do you think I feel?
It just gets worse and worse and worse as time goes on.
I mean,
like level
50
60
to 60
Astro's
isn't
fine.
bad. There's just
Yeah,
the
level
one thing
60
we're
is
gonna have to
just
talk
better.
about.
Man.
Man.
Alright, fucking
Alright,
let's
fucking.
we should probably get to the next one, shouldn't we?